In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to create worksheets. I've created a sample job which I'll open now. Click on Window up here, go down to Worksheets. And in this job here, we've got 3 pages. Page 2, page 3, we'll scroll back to page 2, page 1 again. And these are just some sample jobs I've created. Now, down the bottom right corner here, we've got this docker here, Display Page Thumbnails. So we'll click on that, and we see these previews or thumbnail previews of each one of our pages. It's a very good and handy tool, this, and there's some good tools down here. Okay, now worksheets are a copy of an entire page that can be placed anywhere within a document and then work as a dynamic thumbnail. Now I'll get to the dynamic part in a little bit later on. The first thing I'll show you is what and how we do this. Essentially what we have to do is turn each one of these pages into a master page, and then we're going to clone each master page onto a separate page where we can then resize the original or resize the clone and maybe put some information with it. So the first thing we need to do is to create these into a master page. We do that by clicking on this button down here, Set Master Page. So I click on that and you'll see that it becomes a master page. I click on page 2 and I'll do the same thing, Set Master Page. And I'll click on page 3 and again Set Master Page. So each one of these pages is now set as a master page. Okay, we then want to create a new page, and we've got these tools down here to do this, and we click on New Page and we create a new page. And this is where we're going to clone each one of these master pages onto this new page. Now more often than not you're going to want to print this out, so you'll probably make it more of a standard type size. We'll make it letter, or you might make it A4 depending on where you are. And what we have to do here is get each one of these pages onto this page. And that's a very easy thing to do. We simply go up to the Layout menu, we come down to Master Pages, and we just click Clone Master Page. And this window pops up. And from here we can select each of these pages and decide which one we want to insert as a clone. So I click Insert, and we'll just use page 1 to begin with. And it comes in. Obviously it's a lot larger than our letter size here. That's the design size. So if I go up there I can show you that. It's designed at 20 inches by 20 inches. So we come down here, and what we have to do is just resize this. And when we resize this, you'll see that it shows us these crosshairs rather than a preview of the job, and that indicates that it's a cloned master page. So just put that in position there. I might come in and zoom there. I might type in some information about this job. I might just call this the the New York job, as so. And that text is a little bit too big, so we'll bring that across there like that. We'll zoom over, and we've now got that. Okay, so now we're going to want to put page 2 onto here. So we can go back up to Layout, Master Pages, Clone Master Page, page 2, Insert. Of course it's bigger again, zoom to all, bring that out, zoom it down, and we'll just zoom into there like that. And I'll press plus on my keyboard to duplicate this, and I'll scroll down, and we might just call this, what is it, Joey's job. That'll do. Okay, now we'll scroll down a little bit, and we'll go to Layout, Master Pages, Clone Master Page. Now we need page 3, Insert, and of course it's larger, zoom out, squash it up a little bit, resize it, position it there. Okay, and now we can look at our entire page, and I'll press duplicate on the first row of tools here. That duplicates it, bring it down, and this can be global job. And of course we can resize these jobs how we want to resize them, as so on. It's really up to us what we want to do here. Okay, so worksheets are ideal for creating a workshop manifest of the day's work ahead. So in this case you might print this out onto a page, hand it to the guys in the workshop, and they can go ahead and do these jobs, and they know what to do. And you can obviously type any information here that suits you. Worksheets are also good when you have a client that has a lot of artwork and you want to print out a thumbnail of each job onto a single page. Now these jobs aren't related to each other, but if they were and I had a single client and they had say 3 or 4 pieces of artwork, I could easily create the jobs and then create these worksheets, print them out and hand them over the preview. Now they might come back and say, well, hang on a minute, no, we've made a mistake here, or I want to change something. And this is where the dynamic thing I was speaking about before comes in. So you might send them the worksheet and they look at this and say, oh look, no, sorry, that word there is incorrect. That's meant to be Fred. Okay, fair enough. And they might say, look, we're not happy with this this yellow color here for this part here. We want that to be red, and we want that one to be red, and that one to be red. And you can say okay, and you can go and fix it for them. You can then go to your worksheet, and you'll find that it's automatically updated with any changes you've made. So we've got the word Fred in here, and we've changed that yellow to red. And that's a great thing with these worksheets, because they dynamically update with any changes you make to the original work. And that's the advantage of worksheets. And that's the end of this lesson.